honestly. And I'm gonna say like one thing. Yeah. Go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Okay, hi, I'm Pickle Stein. I play Street Fighter 6, and my main is JP.
Yep. I learned SF6 character way too easy. Mad. I'm getting into right now, though. Every review that comes up, what? About the method.
Okay, we love that. And like you said with Pickle Stein, I mean, you're decked out in green. Like, hey, you stick to the image. So I love it. So how did you come up with that gamer tag?
Well, I made it when I was 14, so that's a bit of a giveaway at that end. And I was homeschooled, so those are the two like main. If you're wondering who comes up with a name like that, a 14-year-old homeschool kid. But I was literally like, I saw some like video on the internet about like what. Like if you're trying to be on the internet, like what should you make your name? And it's like, you can make it like something with your name and combine it with something that you like. And I was like, I like pickles.
I'm Pickle Rick!
So my name is not Stein at all. But I was like, I like pickles. So how do I make a name that's like, sounds good with pickle? So I was thinking like Einstein or Frankenstein. So I just went Pickle Stein.
Okay.
I didn't realize there was another movie that has a character that goes by the name Pickle Stein. So people keep putting that reference in there. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but it's like some like R-rated movie that comes up in like this college town. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the name at all, but someone will remember it when they just search up Officer Pickle Stein. You'll find the movie. So.
It's volunteer officer Pickle Stein.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely like look into that, see what that other references, even though I know you didn't generate it from that. Yeah. That's crazy. So like with you being like SF6, what got you into that game as opposed to like all other FGC?
I'm gonna be real. Street Fighter was the game I stayed away from because it was like a snooze fest for me, watching it at like top level. I was gonna go for like the newest Mortal Kombat every time. I was actually playing my first few fighting games that I actually got into for tournaments was Smash Bros. That one went pretty good. I think like 2023, I finally hit like top 10 rankings in Oklahoma, which is right before Street Fighter 6 came out. So I was like, I'm chilling with that. But like, I was playing that in 2016. So from 2016 all the way down to until I think 2017 is when Injustice 2 came out. Mm-hmm. That's when I started going for tournaments for that. I was like, I think top 6-ish. And then Soul Calibur 6 released, and I really liked that game. I played that game a lot with my friends. I played 4 and 5 a lot with them. So when I found those video game tournaments for fighting games, I was already kind of decent at Soul Calibur 6, so I did pretty good there. The game died really fast, unfortunately. Mortal Kombat 11, I didn't touch at all. It was just, I played like a couple days and it was meh. We all know how Mortal Kombat 11 was in general compared to how like MKX was, especially like a huge contrast. So for Street Fighter 6, I was not gonna play it. I just saw like a little bit of gameplay from Ken. He looked kind of cool in my opinion. He wasn't like the cocky brat that he usually is. Like, it was like his design where he's like almost like a homeless guy, like angry all the time. I'm like, wait, what happened to Ken? So I gotta get into this now. Mm-hmm. So I saw a bit of gameplay from him. Started trying to play Street Fighter 5 a little bit just to like get an idea of like how the game works. I could not, but my friend bought it for me on a whim. So I was like, I'll pick up the game, I guess. And then I saw the character JP, and he just had a cool mustache. And I was like, okay, he's a cool mustache wizard guy. So I picked him up, and like I was telling you, like off screen, I saw that he had an overhead and a low fireball, and I was like, okay, this is my character. It's a overhead projectile. No one's gonna see it coming, which no one did for the longest time until like I think like a week after, when everyone realized, oh wait, this is the property of the hit. So
I love that, and it's the fact that you was able to get that advantage point like right from day one. You're just like, hey, I picked the character that I like, and I'm like, oh, he got a move that no one's like really practicing. Being like, how do I counter that?
Yeah,
So,
he's very different from every other, like, even just other zoners that were in Street Fighter. He has so much more technicality and such a high skill ceiling, to the point where, like, you know, people who are like veterans at Street Fighter aren't even used to fighting him. So being able to just like play against these like top level people and seeing what I'm actually forcing them to do because they just can't help it. Like, he's a zoner, I gotta jump over something, and then you can predict that. So he was very, I was instantly drawn to him. I got very lucky that he was like literally top 1 in the game until like a few things got nerfed, and now he's still like top 5.
Okay. Wow, number 1 off rip and then getting nerfed. Yeah, you know, that's typical in the fighter games. It's like, oh, everybody do this, especially with being able to have the ability to update games. Like even going back to that point from Smash Bros, where I was playing Brawl, and like I remember Meta Knight was just banned because it was just like, it's this.
That was also my main in Smash Bros. It was Meta Knight. Who would have thought? I just like the cool characters that somehow have bullcrap that no one ever realizes is like impossible to counterattack.
Jeez. And let's say like what you kind of like getting into, like you said, learning the mechanics from SF5 and then going into 6, finding your character, just like progressively growing. Have you found like a mentor to kind of like help you get over to that edge?
Yes and no. As a player, I think you just did an interview with him. His name is Dr. African.
Okay.
I was kind of just, I'm not like involved in a lot of like more complex or like detailed like scenes, like any Discord servers for like Street Fighter. I'm only in like the Oklahoma Street Fighter Discord and the EX Dojo, which is the like a training Discord server that was founded by Dr. African. But other than that, I just found out about those two. One of my friends who is someone who also plays Street Fighter 6, we would be in grand finals like almost every time in like the beginning. Not in the beginning. It was more like, let me rewind a bit. So my first few tournaments, I was getting like top 8. Like I was tying for 7th like the first few times, so it was like kind of decent having my combos and, you know, playing the game like crazy. There was a tournament in Norman, Oklahoma that started for like the first Street Fighter like weekly, and that's where I'm from. So I was like, I don't know anyone that's going, but it's really close to me, so I'll go see if I can win something. And I won that whole tournament without dropping a set. So I'm like, hey, the highest ranked person there was, I think, Diamond 4 or Diamond 3, and I was already master rank, to give it like a little perspective. But his tag is Quote, and he introduced me to the EX Dojo server that Dr. African founded. So I joined that, did a little like belt evaluation, kind of like in like a martial arts dojo where you have like different colored belts for like your tiers. I started off in red belt, which is like the step up from like the highest belt that they have, which is brown belt. So I was like one step away at the time from like in their like tier list of like being like one of their top like players in that thing. So I was like, okay. Later on, I found out how bad I am at the game. How I'm kind of carried, which I thought is just like, well, it's just if this is the only character I play, it's like I'm not really carried. I was carried. I tried to play any other character, I would be stuck back in gold after getting all the way to like master rank. Playing any Shoto like Luke or Ken, I'm stuck in like gold, or sometimes I can make it to platinum. So being in that server, just constantly like in an environment with people who are trying to get better really helped. Fast forward all of that time, this past year, one of the main people in that server, his name is Marv. He came to Oklahoma for a big tournament. Him and I were in winners finals, and I kind of destroyed him. And then grand finals, it was a bit closer, but he ended up beating me twice and winning the tournament. But he told Dr. African, like, hey, remember that kid Pickle Stein or Stein, whatever, how he didn't know how to pronounce it. But he told him like, yeah, that kid kind of leveled up. He's kind of scary now. So Doc was like, that sounds interesting. I haven't seen it. And then I mean, one of our TOs, Chris from War Guts, he was friends with Doc. So he was trying to tell Doc early on that I was getting better, and he's like, I don't know. And then after I beat Marv, he's like, okay, we got to take this guy seriously now.
Mm-hmm.
So since then, he's been like more. He's always been open to like teaching me stuff, but like I can definitely feel like he's invested a lot into like seeing me improve and like realizing what my weaknesses are, because he's played a lot of characters. Dr. African's played like Ken, Marisa, Bison, Cammy. Only recently has he started playing JP as well. So I'm kind of teaching him like the super niche JP stuff. I mean, I'm not really. He's doing it with other people who are already like tremendously better than me with the character. But like, there's like a few niche things that I can teach him every time we see each other. So.
Okay. No, that's really cool just to even do that, because it's almost like that underdog story where it's just like, oh, you join the server and you just like, you're climbing the ranks, and it's just like, one guy's like, oh man, he's doing good. Like, I don't know, I got to see for myself. And now it's like, you definitely, you're up and coming and rising. So yeah, it's really cool to kind of like even kind of witness that in general. Because a lot of times some people just be like, you catch the people that are after the fact, like, oh, this person made it, but you never catch them in that spacing of where they were before they get to that type of level. And just kind of seeing that from like a lot of like top dogs that are competing, and they're seeing that inside you, that's just something remarkable. And this is kind of exciting to see where the next steps for you are going to be. So I was going to say, like, where do you see yourself within like the next year or so?
Good question. I have like a few goals. I mean, they're not like very detailed goals. They're kind of just like, I would like to make money at like a bigger tournament, like Combo Breaker, or like something like Texas Showdown, something bigger than just like in Oklahoma or Texas Regional. I want to do something. I want to get somewhere that's like at like a national level. It's not like it's not like a super accurate like statistic, but like during the master rank season, like you kind of have like elo, kind of like if you're familiar with chess elo, you know how that works.
It's got similar to like with Brawlhalla. They got their own like elo rating.
Yeah, exactly. So Street Fighter 6 also has that. And once you get to like master rank, you're in like the elo ranking, which is like the real ranked system. It's really good. It's not like too accurate because you're still limited to like the people you have the best connection to. So it's like you're kind of still in your little bubble. But I was this past season. The rankings reset every 3 months. This past season, I finally hit 2,000 MR, which put me right at number 10 the number 10 ranked JP player in North America. Not top 10 player in all of North America, just with my character. I think like in all of North America, I'm still like, it was like 170 something, which like, again, isn't too accurate because a lot of top players aren't even touching ranked in North America or just in general, except for Japan. Japan just takes all the master ranking. Like there's like 500 there's 500 people who can get like the top like legend rank, where you get like a special badge for every season if you're in the legend rank. I think there's only like 7 or 8 people that's outside of Japan that gets those because of how polluted it is up there.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I think to circle back to what you were asking, my goal would probably be to get recognized at like a national level, which I think I kind of have already. This past year at Combo Breaker was like the first one I attended. I knew of a player in my pool named Psycho, who was the Street Fighter League North America champion.
Okay.
So of like all the different teams, him and his team won like the North America championship and went to like the world championship. He was a Kimberly player, which is a matchup that JP is supposed to hate, but I think it's actually good for JP. Don't tell anyone I said that. He'll be screaming. I studied a few of his videos. I just have played a lot with other Kimberlys already. Made it to having to fight him to make it out of like the day one pools, and I beat his ass. I 2-0'd him. So I was really happy with that. And then right after him was another guy whose tag was Big Mo, and they were a Blanca player. They were really good. They were pretty close with like a lot of they're good buddies with some of the national people, like NuckleDoo. He's very active in like NuckleDoo's community on Twitch and on his Discord or whatever. So beating those two people back to back not only put me like kind of like as a who is this guy, like, but also as a like, okay, I know who this guy is now because he's pretty decent now. So they're kind of taking me seriously, I think. I'm not too sure. I mean, I did just only get 5th in this like regional yesterday, but yeah, I think I'm getting closer every day to reaching that goal of just like national threat. I think regional threat is already there, clearly, but like if I can get like under the whole country's radar of like, okay, this guy's gonna destroy everybody potentially if we ain't ready for him, that would be the little ego boost I'm searching for.
Okay. No, I love that, man. I'm actually, like I said, I'm excited. It's kind of like just meeting all the people that are here and then seeing like what's getting ready to kind of happen for them, what's going on next. Mm-hmm. So I would say before we close out, what is some advice that you would give somebody that wants to be in the same position as you and like rising up?
Make sure you love the game first. Make sure you love the game that you're playing first more than anything. Because if you're starting out, you're not gonna, you can't like go into this trying to make it like a full-time job. You have to have a love for the game and also a love for the character you're playing, which I luckily happen to have both. I had a love for the character first before I had a love for the game, and then I started falling in love with my character and the game so much that I hit like a roadblock, and but I loved the game so much. I was like, I also hated losing. I would think we all do.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. I love the game. I hate losing. So how do I stop losing? As I'm like punching through those brick walls, it's getting hard. It makes it a lot easier to punch through those brick walls because it's gonna hurt. Seeing yourself lose over and over again to like the same stuff until like you ingrain it in your head that like you know exactly what you're supposed to do. It's painful. As someone with like over 2,000 hours in the game, like being like stuck in like ruts like that is painful. It sucks. It's aggravating. So love the game first before anything, and love the character you're playing, because regardless of how good or bad the character was, I got lucky that my character was top 1 in the game. Like legitimately, as someone who never played a Street Fighter game, never played a lick of a non-NetherRealm game, I got a bit lucky accidentally having like a top tier as like my favorite character. You probably won't get so lucky. You might like the crazy brawler or grappler that Zangief is, even though he's like a lot harder to use at like a top level, or any other character like Marisa, big muscle mommy, who's also nearly impossible to play at a top level compared to someone as easy as like JP or Mai or Ken. Yeah. Bullet notes. Love the game you're playing. Love the character you're playing, and always ask questions and ask yourself why you get hit. I think that's the 4th one. Ask yourself why you're getting hit. If there's like a meme in some of the fighting game spots, like in Smash Bros, that's like, don't get hit. Mm-hmm. Someone's like at the top level and they want to know someone asks them how to get better at the game. They're like, just don't get hit. Because you're gonna get hit, but as long as you take the time to find out why you're getting hit, it's not just like, it can be as simple as like, because he jumped in and I just didn't block. Cool, then you block. So yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that, honestly. And I'm gonna say like one thing. Thanks.
I thought you were saying, man.
No, you're good. We're good. But I'm gonna say one thing we always do over at Rankpire is we always say lag harder. And lag is like, you play against someone, they're like, oh my god, like bro, I'm lagging. You just look at you like, bro, lag harder. Then like, Like that's your own.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
If they're doing stupid stuff, you do even more stupid stuff.
Yeah, like lag hard, bro. So
Yeah.
we're gonna close out. We said lag hard. We don't like little flex at it. So
Okay.
yeah, I appreciate it. So Race the Fires, good luck, Pickle Stein. He's doing great things, and like I said, I'm really excited. I said, man, next thing you know, he might beat out Justin Wong and be, Evo champion. So
Maybe.
Who's hold out on it? But until next time, Race the Fires, you know what we do?
Lag harder.
All right.